Hold on. What is this Spriggan? So he has a regen aura. More health, more armor. When you control a Spriggan, you and your Spriggans reflect that damage to attackers for a point of vitality. Your Spriggan can cast Ensnaring Roots, a wave of roots that does physical damage and roots enemies for 1.5 seconds. Healing Aura and Rejuvenating Wind restore more health. Healing Aura is double strong versus minions. Healing Aura also grants dodge rating. Healing Aura also grants bonus spell damage. Healing Aura also grants bonus crit chance and crit avoidance. Didn't someone say that was really important earlier? Thorn Volley hits do more damage to immobilize, stunned, or frozen enemies. Spriggan does more damage, spell damage, multiplicative with other modifiers. Hey. Thorn Volley and Snaring. Your Spriggan's Thorn Volley has a chance to fire 2 extra thorns. Thorn Volley and Ensnaring Tree. All of these auras seem really nice. So the main thing I'm using the birds for, the birds throw a buff all over the place that increases melee lightning damage and spell lightning damage. Now, here's one thing I'm not sure of in the game. If this gives you +3 melee lightning, does that mean if you do a purely physical attack, it adds lightning to it? Or does it mean that when I do specifically a melee lightning attack, it makes it stronger? Like, does it just make already existing lightning attacks stronger, or will it add lightning to any melee attack if you have this? It doesn't add, it does add. There we go. The first 2 responses contradict. So see, I'm not sure. So I'm not even positive if this buff is doing anything right now. So the birds right now, they do some damage. They're adding this buff to things. And then, other than that, they're basically good berry bots. They're helping do emergency healing and shields. So, I would consider replacing the crows with a Spriggan. Consider it. Although we would have 1 less summon if we did that. Like, we would have a max summon of 4, and we'd be using 3. So if I wanted to fill the summons, then I should replace, like, Sabretooth or the Scorpion. What's the question? Aya's answer. It is the flat. The flat always adds. Multiplicative only works if you already have it. I really like the Scorpion with the baby Scorpions, because it's like 4 pets for the price of 1. But I would be willing to bet the Sabertooth Tiger is putting out way more damage. Oh, you know what? I thought I had this maxed. I don't. I need 1 more point there. So I could try replacing the Scorpion with the Spriggan and see how it feels. I'll give it a shot. Big oof. That was a level 17. Spriggan. Okay. So the Spriggan, just from reading these, can apparently summon vines, like I can. It has an aura that heals. It can summon roots to mess with people. And it can shoot little barbs like I can. So let's let it summon vine. It's only 1 point. It'll give it some summon vines. Forest Razor, summon vine now summons 3 vines at a time. It's a significantly longer cooldown. 2 points to get roots. All right, so someone earlier said crit avoidance is really, really important. So I've got my eye on that. There's also, just let's see. If I go there, then it'd be 1, 2, 3, and then that, 4, 5, and then that. It'd be less points going this way, but I don't really care about these two. So... Okay, so I'll start working on the crit avoidance thing. It doesn't have ensnaring roots. I might get that later. Aura of evasion gives dodge. Wait, the haste aura makes you walk faster. Where's haste aura? I see aura of loyalty, life, kinship, retribution, evasion. Search haste. Eh? I don't see a haste aura. Okay, Spriggan. Thought dodge was haste. Oh, okay. Alright, try that out. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I wonder how big its aura is. Like, I would, like, does it hit the whole screen, or what? I don't know. Not much XP. +1 to summon Spriggan, +1 to Spriggan form. +2 rage gained from per second per summoned vine. Huh. 6% increased movement speed while transformed, and 25% increased armor while transformed. That's pretty nutty for me. I would lose the 29%, I would lose the lightning resist I got earlier. I would lose some minion health and some minion damage. I think it might be worth it.
Yes.
Oh, a green item. 25% increased minion damage, 3 ent. Oh, oh my god. It has bonuses with Bone Golem. Okay, so this is a Necro thing. Mine has elemental resistance. I'll keep mine.
Take care.
What? Try this out. So that adds 2 points to this stuff. Okay. Alright, what are we gonna do with this? I guess that. You can buy stash tabs for organizing your stuff. Yeah, just don't want to mess with that right now. Alright, so what is Rejuvenating Wind? Restores 150 health and 15 mana to the Spriggan and all nearby allies over 2 seconds. That's a pretty big aura. However, I'm rarely going to be clicking that because I'll be in Spriggan form myself. Alright, let's try it out, see how it feels. Enemies have 30% increased health. Alright, try this out. Spriggan, Summon Spriggan leveled up already. Twice. Alright, we have plus 72% crit avoidance. How's that for, someone earlier said I need to watch for that stat. How's that? Spriggan form, Muck found the Sylvari. Yep, I'm playing Noxie the Noxie in roleplay now. You only need 23. So if you have 100% crit avoidance, does that mean you are immune to crit from enemies? Is it that simple? My god. That thing had a lot of health. Shrine of the Frozen Hive. Yes, the thing is, like, resistances, you kind of need it at all times. Makes sense. I just wasn't sure if it had one of those needlessly complicated formulas. But if it's just get 100, then that's great.
You know how those games can be sometimes.
Honestly, I love the idea of the Summon Spriggan being like a helpful aura bot. You know how in some games, whether it's ARPGs or MMOs, there will be a job that's like an aura bot, and it's someone that kind of has like a boring job, but they just pump out lots of useful buffs to the other people? I don't know, I loved that job. I loved doing that. It made me, like, there were so many people that wanted to play DPS, and they would hate that task, you know? They did not want to do that. But they always wanted to have that in their party, and my god, you could get into groups fast if you were willing to be the aura bot. I loved being the buff bot. I felt very useful. Your shaman in WoW? Yeah, my first max level character in WoW was a shaman, and this was during vanilla. So that was like, you know, every fight you would click drop fire totem, drop water totem, drop earth totem, drop air totem. So it was your 5th GCD that you could actually start doing stuff related to the fight. But everybody loved having you in the party. Like, give a rogue Wind Fury, and my god, they would do your taxes. I mean, they would lie, and you would get under arrest, but they would do them. I have a few points to spend. I've gotten 2 level ups in here, but I don't want to lose the momentum, because Rage Bar. What am I? Oh, I click on this thing. Okay. What does this do? Orange item? Another thing leveled up. Yo, once you get into the monolith, XP starts moving fast, doesn't it, guys? Alright. Open portal, step out. The enemies in each zone have penetration equal to that zone's level, up to 75%, and pen can make your resist go negative. So, if you have max resist and they have max pen, you end up at 0 resistance. Oh god, I got 3 points on this. Dodge rating. How useful is dodge rating? Your chance to dodge a hit from enemies. Dodge chances increased by dodge rating and reduced by the level of enemies in the area. What's the formula for that? Let's go to the glossary. Dodge. Dodge is a defensive mechanic that grants you a chance to completely avoid taking hits. Your dodge chance is calculated from dodge rating and is lowered in higher level areas. Dodge chance cannot go above 85%. Oh my god, this formula, what the f. A is the zone's level and X is dodge rating. A good rule of thumb is that having dodge rating equal to 10 times the area's level will give you about a 50% dodge chance. A zone's area level can be viewed on the overlay map, tab by default. Dodge cannot protect you from damage over time effects, but dodging does not count as being hit. Oh god. Is it, do you guys think it's worth? Oh wait, it's dodge, 4 dodge rating per attunement. It's per attunement. I have 24 attunement. So that would give me almost 100 dodge rating. I mean, yeah, that might, I think that's probably worth 1 point. Okay, hold on. So my dodge right now is 113, which is roughly 7%. And now it's 12. Okay, so for that 1 point, I got 5% dodge rating at this level, but it'll scale with attunement. I'll probably keep that. Rating, not percent. Math. Okay. Does plus spell damage actually do anything for me? All right, we got the crit avoidance. We got some healing to minions. Blah 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 blah. Should I go for creeping roots? Don't care. Don't care. Your Spriggan Summon Vine has a shorter cooldown. What is its cooldown on it? Oh, there it is. Summon 1 poisonous vine. Can have up to 12. It doesn't have a cooldown listed on there anywhere. How incredibly helpful. Okay. Maybe go for creeping roots. What's over here? Ensnaring roots last longer. Deals more damage. No longer be dodged. Shorter cooldown. Protective roots will now cast roots toward you whenever enemies are around you. Ensnaring roots heals allies. Let's go for this. It's just like 1 point, 1 point. Alright, and what do we got here? Piercing. Poison and frostbite last longer. Thorn Totem does 4% more damage per poison on the target, up to 80% bonus damage. We're at 16, so it's 4. Yeah, we could go for that. Take back my last comment, which you luckily didn't see. At the end, you will come out at 0 if you have 75% resistance. Okay. I can deal with that. But there's also necrotic avoid. So like, for example, my helmet has elemental resistance. Elemental is, I'm guessing, fire, lightning, cold. But then there's also poison, necrotic void, and physical, which I'm guessing physical is related to armor. Zarek's Greed. Potions no longer heal you, but instead grant 54 necrotic damage bonus to melee and throwing attacks and mark you for death for 4 seconds. What is mark for death? What? Alright, whatever that is, I don't want to put that in the box. Death Rattle. Minion crit. Your minions take more damage, but you regain health on minion death. Alright, this is a freaking necromancer thing.
Yes.
Mark for death is minus 25 to all resistances. Okay. Oh, I didn't get my rewards yet. Rune of Removal. Alright. Let's see. interesting. There's something interesting. Enemies have more health. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. I'd rather buff the enemy's health than buff their damage. Oh, this is an interesting room. I saw a ward appear on me. I'm pretty sure my health chunked under half and I got good buried like really lightning fast. 50 stacks of poison, by the way. Oh, there's another good berry. Come on, pick it up. Very unique level. Makes me think of one of the Warhammer 40k factory worlds. Hey, I got a purple thing.
Bring them to me.
Oops. Wrong button. Another purple thing. Oh my goodness. Hey, so in the monument, when I like do an area, like an island, and it says plus 12% magic find, and then I do the next island, the bonuses from the previous island, are they still there? Like, do they keep stacking? I would assume so, but I don't know. Each modifier has a duration. Really? Okay. Quest Echo unlock. How do I do it? If I stabilize the timeline to this point, you will unlock a key moment in the timeline's history. How? Quest is top left. The ransacked camp. In this timeline, the Immortal Empire secures a decisive victory over the living outcast to quell the rebellion. Return to the remains of the outcast camp to find survivors. Thank you. Alright, got the Creeping Roots ability for him. A purple thing. Level 60. Nice, nice, nice. Did the size of my rage meter go up? I don't remember it always being 180 at the cap. I feel like it was lower than that, and now it's 180. But I'd have to check, like, my stream from the other day to be confident on that. It's dependent upon your mana. So does that mean as my attunement increases, my rage would increase? Okay, looks like that checked off one of the objectives. Spriggan leveled again. And I have to look at his skill tree. I didn't have plans for another point after that. Attunement doesn't improve the mana cost instead of maximum mana. Each point of attunement grants 2 mana. And improves skills that rely on attunement. It appears I missed my objective. If you hover over each skill, it specifies what scales of what stat. Yeah, but if I hover over the rage bar, it doesn't tell me how the rage works. Oh my god. Dude, the, Bones of the Outcast? Yo. It is, dying very slowly. Oh my goodness, it is dying very slowly. I had everything target firing that, but I need to deal with the skeletons that are building up. My god. That was a very tough pile of bones. Last message was Roku, and I think Spriggan form shows how rage works. Hey Mike, do you mind if I send you a 4-minute YouTube video like that last Epoch? Apparently there's a hidden area that unlocks a secret difficulty level of the game near the start, so I'll just say it right. I actually think someone else sent me that exact same video a few minutes ago, Star. I just haven't watched it yet. But yeah, it is true that I did not know about it. Okay, that's conquered, I guess.
Yes.
Hmm.